sniped. Man. I feel violated. You violated my... I could have been masturbating, Jonathan.
It's true.
I could have been
And
doing
that's how
anything.
we're gonna start. That's gonna start.
With Ref masturbating.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ref.
So, yeah, you turn back and look at Finn, who just closes the door behind him as he enters back into the room. Jarren?
Well, I know what happened. How it happened.
Go on in.
We've got a lot to worry about. Oh, the biggest thing, the reason all the life is out of her. It's a spell cast by a fairly powerful mage. But
So this is not the work of some kind of mythical bloodsucker, but
probably
even
not.
more fucking cowardly and scummy than I originally thought. No offense. As in, like, spellcasters.
But it wasn't a priest. I know that much. They don't have access to that type.
So what, like, one of those, dodgy ones, necromancer or whatever?
Honestly, someone with a similar skill set to me, but much more powerful.
Sorry, that
And those sort of people, can we find them? Is there like a place, that they're from? Can we
Which
track
is-
this?
We can't track them simply based on the spell, but there are a couple of other things. With respect, her eyes were removed almost perfectly. There are no signs of... Whoever did it knew what they were doing. But it wasn't the spell that did it. Also, there were some needle pricks on her cheeks that also wouldn't have been caused by the spell.
But, like, why would you inject someone when you've already killed them?
I don't know if it was an injection. Whoever did this did more than just kill her. Their motives went beyond simply getting rid of whoever was guarding them. We've got more questions than answers now. We have a place to stop.
I like answers.
Well, she has that at least. We've got a lead. Fair enough. So, is there a plan?
I have an idea. We need to go visit the Alchemist. She's the closest thing to a person of the arcane arts that I know of in town.
What can she
She
tell
was
us?
she was looking into the magic artifact that I was looking for. She might know more. It's worth a shot.
Aye, it is.
Maybe.
Well,
So
then.
are we bringing her here though? Or... Because I don't
Pro-
think she'll believe us if we just describe. Have to see it for herself, I think.
Why don't
Maybe.
we bring the body?
No.
Why not?
Respect for the dead.
Ingrid wouldn't mind. She loved everyone in this town.
I think if we're going to bring her here anyways, we could just go to her, explain the situation, and if she needs to see it, we can bring her back.
Aye. Reasonable enough.
Sure. So let's go. No need to waste any time.
Yeah.
Fine.
No, I'll let you two go ahead of me.
Yep.
And then I'll catch up a little while after, like a minute.
Cool.
I'm gonna hang back a little bit just to make sure like you don't go running off, basically. But
Well, I mean, once I notice you haven't followed, I'll wait until you decide to join us.
Well, yeah,
I'll let them go on for a minute. Both of them stay.
I mean, we expected to travel with you, so we're not just going to leave
No,
you.
yeah, essentially, it's not a minute. It's just like just a couple of seconds, or half a minute, or something like that. And you see him
Yeah.
just come out the door, and he closes it. Right, and then he looks to sort of come back into the room as you guys start walking.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you guys are gonna leave the keep?
Yes, we're gonna go find the alchemist.
Alright. You guys leave the keep and head out back into the town. You see in the distance the same sort of oblong clay building with the chimney in the center, and start making your way over towards it. And you arrive to the door closed.
Knock on it.
We are closed. I don't have any ailments to cure your hunger. I don't have any solution to this. I did not cause this.
We're not looking
We're
to
not.
buy anything.
Well, actually, but we're not here to bother.
The door
Like what?
flies open.
Hello.
Who's told you I was dead? Yeah, at least you have some surprises.
We need to talk. Do you mind?
She nods and just walks inside.
Yeah, I follow.
So, what do you wish to talk about? You've been gone for 2 weeks. I hope you found something special out there in your 2 weeks.
Saw something. Call it special is a bit misleading.
Piat gave me some information about the white orb that consumed you.
Yeah,
I thought that you might have got moved somewhere or simply killed.
look, I'll level with you. I saw some really fucked up shit. Next thing I knew, we were where we disappeared, but 2 weeks had passed. There's this fucking laughing that hasn't left since I woke up.
I was just assuming it was you. That made it all easier to understand, okay?
Wait, so you guys hear laughing like perpetually just in your heads?
It's not constant, but whenever anything like you see anything bad, like you hear laughter in your head.
So I
Like,
imagine it's been
when-
going on since we got here.
Yes, basically. You saw like when you saw his wife, for example, like the laughter was just ringing in your ears. That is certainly something concerning.
That's
Is
not.
there anything that you think I can do?
If
What
you
was
can
this
do
woman's
some-
name? Oh, sorry to interrupt, mate.
Marilia,
what was
right?
the woman's name? Yeah, I'll let Jonathan
Yeah,
speak and
I'll
then
show you
I'll
her.
interrupt.
Here you go. This is her.
Yeah.
This is Marilia.
Oh, damn.
If you think you could do anything, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I
Couldn't.
could try to look into something, but this seems like something that Vettelhaus would be better dealing with. They're
What?
better with hearing voices in your mind.
We'll be sure to swing by the priests. What we came to talk about was the death of his wife.
I heard about the Lord's daughter. Yes,
I just.
very sorry for your loss. I was blamed by it by a few.
Oh, I looked at the body. I know how it happened. I know it wasn't you.
I'm not allowed anywhere near it because you are one of the very few who believe that.
Blight. Of a magical nature. That's what caused it.
Then we're dealing with somebody quite formidable.
Indeed. The weirdest part is they didn't stop with Blight. That's what killed her. Would have killed anyone. But the eyes. They were taken, but surgically. Perfectly. And then there were brick marks in the cheeks. I assume this was done after she died. I have no idea why anything would do that. But they weren't just getting her out of the way. Just too involved.
One moment. I'll be right back.
Sure.
You can feel free to stay.
Yeah.
And then she looks over at you, Ref. Please don't touch anything. And she heads into the back room.
Bless him. Bless the stupid socks.
After a little while, you start hearing the creaking of stairs. And then after a little while longer, you hear creaking again as she seems to be coming back down, only there it's accompanied by another set of creaking. And she comes back from the back room supporting what seems to be a much older but very familiar-looking drow.
We know who this person is.
This is Vikana Vandevite, but you haven't met her yet, really. But she walks. She's like basically Marilia is like helping her into the room, supporting her. She seems to be looking significantly older and almost sicker as she moves forwards. I hear that you have a problem with the girl.
Indeed.
My daughter says it's something I might be able to help with. Please, describe it. She pulls out a chair and like sits down. She seems to be like very weak and thin.
Jarren just gives a quick look at Finn. Right. Life drained out of her is probably the quickest. The spell was a blight. Skin blackened. All the moisture, all the insides were drained out. That was the cause. Additionally, there were needle pricks in the cheeks, and the eyes were removed with absolute precision. Of that, I don't know what to make.
How many needle pricks?
3.
I'm gonna make an intelligence check.
She's gonna make it because she's good.
Because she's all.
Or not.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn!
Her like form, which previously was sort of like trying to get comfortable in the seat, as she like looks up at you, she asks that question and she just freezes. No,
Well, you know something.
No. This is not good.
Shit.
No.
What's the problem, lady?
Marilia like starts grabbing her by the shoulders and like trying to like whisper to her, seemingly in Undercommon.
Use your words.
Do you speak?
I do speak Undercommon.
Nice. She's basically like calming her down, trying to say, "It's okay, it won't happen again. You're fine."
Words
you're fine,
that I
you're fine,"
understand.
and like whispering at her. And she just like is grabbing her head now, just like no.
I sit up like straight in my chair and lean forward.
Yeah, I'll start.
You hear Jarren. She's saying it can't happen again. Not the stories. Basically over and over again.
Just in a very as much. Oh, good.
Oh yeah, because I like leant forward, like a stern look on my face. What happened to my fucking wife?
Second, please. And then in Undercommon. We're trying to figure this out. Please tell us what you know, so that he can understand what happened.
The circles of bonds, surrounded by those who would only speak in questions and answer in them. The circle of the profane.
What does all that mean?
She repeats the whole thing again.
Can I make an
just what we need?
Can I make an Arcana check to make any sense of that?
You can make a history check, but anything shy of like a nat 20.
I mean, worth a shot.
Yeah, give it a roll.
So
I've got
close.
minus
That was
two
close to
history.
you off. No, you don't know anything that she's mentioning.
I want to
will.
know as well. If I can. I know
You
I
definitely wouldn't
get
know.
nat 20.
There's
I'll
no
start.
way you would know.
I'll start fiddling with
Okay.
a certain medallion.
Yep.
It's trying to get her
This
thoughts.
should be interesting.
Okay. So you're trying to detect thoughts?
Mhm.
Okay. You start hearing not one voice, but many, and almost none of them are hers. Her voice is repeating the same thing over and over again, even in her head. But you start hearing these other voices joining in, while she's just saying, "Not the circle of bone, the markings, they surround it all. Not the circle of the profane, the circle of bones, the circle it surrounds them. No, please,
I'm going to
no,
attempt to
no,
pierce into her
Circle.
thoughts.
the circle of the profane." Okay, roll me. So she needs to give a wisdom save.
Yes.
The circle, not the circle of the profane. No,
She made
please,
it.
no, not the circle. The
Yeah,
circle
I
of the
immediately.
profane.
I
The circle of bone.
I shift to new person. Anyone?
Yeah, and you just hear this. All of you hear just this scream out loud.
In front of us.
Yeah, literally, she is screaming. Like this old woman is letting out that like shrill, high pitched screech as she just like holds her head. I'm so sorry, mother. And Morelli is going to take her back upstairs.
Oh, geriatric fucker.
Don't blame.
Marilia comes back downstairs holding her face, clearly like wiping away tears.
What happened to?
I'm so sorry. She's been afflicted with a condition for years. That's why we had to come here. I'm sorry.
What do you call the condition?
Let me just check my notes. Sorry to ruin the tension of that question.
Alright, mate.
Okay.
Wow, that fucking hurt. I did actually just hit myself in the head. Method acting.
We call it the Blackrot.
Condition of the mind, then.
She's usually okay. But sometimes she gets like this. Never that bad.
And she
Says she hears
had
voices
this,
in her
right?
head.
She had this Blackrot, and my wife had this Blackrot.
I don't think
that your wife had this Blackrot. There was only one other in the town, but her father won't let me try to look at her. That's why I'm here. That's why I needed the flowers.
you mean these. I just take them out of my pocket.
You found them.
I did.
Please. I've been researching for a number of years now, trying to find anything that can help my mother. Please. She like holds out her hand.
Come.
I'm indebted to you. Anything I can do.
Aye. What happened to my fucking wife?
I don't know. The people of the town have been asking me this for weeks. If I knew anything, I would tell anyone.
Wait a minute. Can you know?
What do you mean?
If you were to see the body, a specimen, fresh,
Doubt she'd be able to find out more than I did.
There's only one thing that I could try, but I
what?
don't know if it would be helpful. I could try and find out what manner of beast did this. Whether it would be man or something else.
That's a start.
That's
It's the only thing I could help with.
that's a lot of help.
Ah. How about it then?
Like I said, anything I can do. I'll
Sure.
take the flowers.
Also, I found this as well. And I pull out the Venus flytrap thing.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Like either as we're walking or making our exit. Any idea what this is?
I'll make a roll. She's very good at this, though. All right. This has some use. They call it the snapper. It can be used to temporarily transform your teeth in some potions, making them sharp like a wolf or a shark.
Ooh.
I could try and make one. It's the least that I can do.
Sure. Yeah, and I'll hand it over to her.
Yeah, she like stows it in a small vial and then puts it in her bag.
But first things first. And yeah, I begin to make my way to the door.
Yes. I'll come.
Yeah.
I'll grab my coat.
If she ever like meets my eyes on the way out, I'm just giving her kind of, like a sorry for being a dick kind of face. But at the same
No,
time, it's like
She sort of like
you
avoids
understand.
your gaze entirely.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Ref, do you head out after Jarren?
Oh, absolutely. I will, like, even though, I seem to be pretty in with the fact that she was cunning with us and everything, I want to keep a very close eye on her the whole way. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you keep a close eye on her as she continues walking. She goes back into her shop, grabs a very fluffy looking coat. Looks like it's sort of trimmed with fox fur around. Jesus, looks like it's trimmed with fox fur like around the shoulders. And she's like pulls the hood up and starts walking with you guys.
Okay.
And you guys make your way back to the keep. She's keeping her like head low with the hood over her, like shielding most of her face from view.
Yeah, I'd be walking closer to her just to kind of prevent people from seeing her out and about, because I'm assuming that's why she's hiding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How long a walk is it from here to where we're going?
Probably like a minute, 30 seconds.
Okay, then I'm gonna
It's
start.
not a very big town.
I'm gonna start ritual casting detect magic.
Okay, cool. You will start ritual casting. Cool. You will get to the. Is it a minute or is it 10 minutes?
It's 10.
on the ritual- Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, do you want to be doing that even as you're like walking through the halls of the keep, or?
Yeah, unless I get any looks.
Okay, cool. You probably will get some looks from the guard at the door, but they can be waived by Finn if he wants to. So
Yeah, I definitely just sort of, hey, it's me. It's your boy. It's fine.
yeah, it also has the added benefit of them paying attention to you, like fiddling around with all these things, like twisting, like a leaf into this sort of like oblong shape of like colored water and like toying around with it, and you're just like doing all these like little preparation things for your ritual, and it's actually drawing more attention away from Relia, so it's
Okay.
actually working in your benefit.
All right.
And you guys head up to the room. And you're standing outside the door.
Yeah. So I'll just let themselves in, I guess. I don't mind.
Okay.
Is that her? She's just like standing at the door, like peering over. Doesn't want to sort of intrude.
Well, I'm probably behind her, and I just sort of, nudge her forward.
Ah.
Aye.
I'm very sorry for your loss. She
No, I
takes a few steps
appreciate
into
it.
the room.
I do.
Yeah, she takes a few steps into the room, and she will like gesture for you to come over, Jarren.
Yeah.
And out of one of her pouches, she takes out what looks to be, it looks probably to all of you like just a grape, essentially. But it's sort of a purplish blue in color, and it's speckled with these sort of white dots on it. And she crushes it into her palm and starts just basically wiping the liquid over her hands, and she starts muttering some words as she's doing so. And okay,
Can I tell what she's doing?
do you have the alchemy skill?
Oh no.
Then no.
Okay.
It's okay. Cool. So yeah, she just does this. She's like, Could you please point where the pinpricks wherever you think that she might have been in contact with anything?
Sure. Yeah, and I will show her where on the cheek the 3 marks are, and also say, and I think her eyes were removed by whatever did this as well.
She nods. You don't mind if I... She like holds a hand up, like near your wife.
Be my guest.
Okay. She just runs sort of the wetness, the dampness of her finger along the cheek, and you notice the liquid as it comes off of her finger seems to begin to almost shift and change color.
Ugh.
And the actual tint of her skin around her cheek becomes sort of this it almost like the liquid seems to take like a glitterish sheen to it and start to be slightly tinged with green. It wasn't a person. Something turkey. I doubt they're in this town, but they could be. I think it's something that's fey.
What?
Right.
What?
What?
Any creature you've heard that eats babies, any creature you've heard that lures people out into the forest at night to trick them, any creature that uses music to enchant young men and kill them. Fey.
Of course.
That's
It explains why so many people are going missing.
all fairy tales, though, right?
She looks over at you with almost like a, "Aw, honey." look.
Aye, pure fucking fiction.
I'm sorry.
Hair grazer, mate.
Is that all?
I'll
So,
just make sure everything else is the same.
Sure.
And she'll be doing that. So if you guys want to talk or anything,
these are fair creatures.
medicine check. Nice.
Where do they come from?
Where do they go?
In this game, they don't come from the
Shut
Feywild,
the fuck.
just so you're aware. In this
Right.
world, they come from a place called Kreskiv.
Kariskiv.
Mhm.
Okay.
You wouldn't know that, though.
Yeah.
Finn wouldn't. Jarren
Definitely
would.
not me.
Would I have an idea?
Kreskiv, yeah, you would know. Kreskiv
Okay.
is different from the Feywild in that it's not just everything grandiose, it's everything disgusting as well.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
It's not just, grand like fairy temples and like twisted. It's also like rot and death and decay. Like everything good
Sounds
about
nice.
nature in growth and everything bad about nature in decay.
Got it.
But yeah,
Aye.
she'll finish observing the body.
I hate that this makes so much sense.
Elaborate, come on.
The Fae explains the missing people. Could explain the plague for all we know. Everything makes sense. Now we just have to fucking deal with it.
Right, so a fairy waltzed into town and pissed on everything.
Not just the fairy.
Hmm.
You notice she's like bent over the face, and there is a distinct deep blue-gray glow coming from one of the eye sockets.
What else then?
And her face is sort of like drained of color as she turns back towards you. There was a human.
The human removed the eyes.
Apparently.
Human and Fae working together.
It's possible the human could be tricked.
True.
I don't know.
Why would she trick them to remove the eyes? Oh, to fucking mislead us. Maybe.
I don't know.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Did the lady do anything special with her eyes?
Maybe.
Well, eyes can be used for many things, but possibly.
You look
Because
like
if
the
they
other
are
idea.
beyond any, I have an idea what mortal spellcasters, what alchemists could do with eyes.
Try a
I have no idea what
spellcaster.
they could try.
What about a spellcaster?
Whereas there's lists and lists of divination magics that they could use this as a component of to access, to spy on things, to see things.
Huh. To see things. Well, if that is it, probably being watched.
There is also the possibility. All the wives say that the eyes is the window to the soul.
You think that might have a literal sense?
My sister, she found out that eyes are actually very good for keeping something's soul safe. I'm sorry. Like, looking at you, Finn, directly.
So, like,
I don't
her soul is
know.
gone as well.
I don't know. It's possible they had to remove her soul in order to use them. I don't speak to my sister much.
That's not good.
It's sick.
Right. So, I assume there was no sign of anyone that we want, any strangers coming into town.
The gates have been closed for weeks. Before that, merchants. Nobody strange.
So there's a chance that this human is in town.
It's possible.
It's a place to start.
And you guys hear behind you the door creak as it opens. And Milvoy is standing there.
Milvy. Hey.
What the fuck is that she-bitch doing here?
She's actually being very helpful in
She like
figuring.
pulls up her hood. I won't have any fucking ground dwellers, dirt eaters in our home. How did you allow this? Looks down at you, Finn.
She's investigating the death of my fucking wife, Milvy. That's how.
I understand that you're mourning, that you're upset. But this, I'm one of those things.
I
It's our
kind of
home.
step in between him and the Marilia. And can you tell me what caused her death? Who caused her death? Because she can.
Who was it then, miss? Please.
What? Not who.
He like looks down at you.
I'm like 5'8" or so.
Yeah, he's very tall.
Gotcha.
The Rada family have strong Nordic blood.
Cool.
Yep, he's a big boy.
Get out of my family's home.
As a courtesy, we're still going to try and find the bastard that did this. And I just like brush past him, kind of getting his shoulder a bit.
Oh,
See whether dirt eaters or actual loyal people to this town can find it out.
No response, just keep walking.
Yep.
I don't even
Yeah.
know the guy.
God damn it, Ref.
I'm just here.
We know you are, Ref. We know you are.
Marilla is following Jarren.
Fuck. Yeah. I look at her leave and I look to Finn. What's Finn doing?
I'm kind of like waiting to talk to Milvy, to be honest.
Yeah, alone, I'm sure. Yeah, and Ref's just looking between the two of you.
I'll just go.
I think they're both like staring at each other, and you're just like there, just like looking.
Awkwardly, you're just like,
I'll go.
I'll go.
Yeah,
You just,
yeah,
walk
yeah.
between them, and then neither of them like pay attention to you,
Yep.
and the door shuts behind you.
Yep. Oh.
You have to call off.
cool off.
You don't think the guards didn't tell me about what you were doing out there?
What? Going for a walk?
It's a fucking blizzard, Finn. Have some self-respect.
Fucking hell, I'm being like roasted. Christ. Yeah. Like when he's like have some self-respect, you know, it just kind of goes a bit quiet, looks at the floor.
I'm sorry. Please, take some time. Anything you need. We'll be here for you.
I know, Milby. I know. Just, you know, tell the other in-laws that I'm getting there, alright? This is my way, discovering, finding out.
Justice then. Aye,
Aye.
respectable. Greyskins? Less so. I won't tell anyone about that part.
I appreciate it.
Alright, you best be on your way. I'll find the killer first.
I suppose.
I'll bring
Yeah, I
the
kind of...
head to you on a platter, and they'll still be alive.
Only you could pull something like that off, Milby. Alright, buddy. I
Have a
wish you
safe
well.
trip. Finn.
Yeah, I know, I sort of give him a nod. Because it's kind of a bit awkward because there's so much I want to say to this man. But,
Mhm.
like, how much can you really, you know?
Yeah.
That I'm
Yeah.
already hearing it twice. So, yeah, I'm gonna follow the boys.
Yeah, cool. You guys all meet up outside?
And just so I'm aware, why are people racist against...
Against Drow.
yeah, even
Drow
though they're,
are-
like, drows.
Drow are almost unilaterally evil.
Oh.
Yeah. There are very few Drow, especially female Drow, who aren't evil.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like slave masters and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll follow everyone.
Yeah, you meet up with all of them outside.
So lads, where we going? What's next?
A thought dawned on me. This Blackrot. My brother and I. Well, we were hearing things. We were seeing things. We should probably go to a priest. Just to make
Priest?
sure.
How's one of them lads gonna help us out now?
Well,
That lass has been trying to treat the Seguin girl for months. They haven't made any progress. The priests up at the temple too, they have nothing.
well, then it sounds like we're just going to have to make it on our own.
I'll look into what I can for a cure,
Sure.
but I need to go look after my mother.
Also, and I reach into my pocket and I just hand her 10 gold. I'm gonna be needing some more herbs.
I'll try and whip something up.
Appreciate it.
I'll bring it to the tavern. I'm assuming you are staying at one of them this evening. Or are you staying at your mother's?
Think we'll be staying at our mother's.
I'll pop by, probably in the morning.
Thank you.
I don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight.
Sorry.
It's fine. But I wouldn't go spotting around that anyone's friends in the town might be turning against them.
Yeah, I kind of just I acknowledge her. And we'll figure out.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I don't know what to say.
She's talking to me.
Just talking in general.
Oh, okay.
Maybe nothing is best. We'll talk later.
She nods. All right.
Just kind
Good
of.
seeing you again. I'm glad
Yeah.
that you didn't die. And she just turns, her like sort of coat switching, and she walks off.
Right, Finn. Looks like we got some searching to do.
I suppose. So, where should we start? Tavern?
I like that idea.
I don't think you'll be liking it once we get there. Man's daughter's been missing. It's not going to be a happy place, but let's go.
Aye, it's not a bloody social call, but that's where most people be nowadays.
Sure. Yeah, and I'll just follow them.
Okay. And I think that's where we're going to end for today.
GG, boys.
Dank
Good.
memes.
So we'll have Midge back next week.
Nice.
My
See what we can get
favorite.
continued. And
damn
maybe, maybe we'll get Frosty back.
I don't
Eh?
believe it.
Maybe.
I don't believe it.
I refuse to believe it.
Nope. I
Maybe
need
we'll
evidence. I need
Hello, chat.
empirical evidence.
Everyone, I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you, everybody on the VOD. This is where the VOD's going to end. We'll stay on Twitch, as we always do, for a few more minutes, answer any questions, talk to people, just chill out generally. So if you're watching this on the VOD, make sure to catch us next time. It's at Mondays at 11:30 BST or 6:30 EST.
Please, boys.
And we're out. Cool. Hey, chat. How's it going?
I can be
Hey,
dead
boys.
now. What up, monkeys?